Mañana triste y lluviosa a una joven yo conocí. En su ventana la vi preciosa como una rosa del jardín.
Welcome to Maria's kitchen. Today we're gonna make pozole, and today we're gonna my daughter Alicia, she's gonna help me with the prepare all this.
We're gonna make great pozole.
Yeah.
The way my mom always made it. We have 3 pounds of boneless pork roast. It's nice and lean. It's got some fat, but not a whole lot. But the fat helps to flavor it, so we want some. But my family likes very lean pork, so we're making sure that it's nice and lean. I'm just cutting a few big chunks.
Look at how nice they look. Yeah.
But to give the pork, the pozole more flavor, we're gonna put in some neck bones. A lot of people use pig feet, but I don't like to do that. We're gonna just use this. Some neck bones, the bones, and this meat are gonna give it a lot of extra flavor. And we'll remove them unless somebody wants them before we actually serve. We've added water just to cover the meat. And if it's gonna need any during the cooking, we can always add more. But what's really important, what I always do is once it starts to boil, there's gonna be like a scum on top. I always spoon that off and throw that away because we want the broth nice and clear.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with the garlic. We're gonna put in 3 cloves of garlic. We're gonna put in half of a teaspoon of ground pepper. And then we've got 3 teaspoons of salt. We're just gonna bring this to a boil, and then after it comes to a boil, we're gonna let it simmer for 2 to 3 hours till the pork, everything is nice and tender. We had it partially covered so that it wouldn't come up to a boil too fast because we want to make sure that we remove some of that scum. So we're gonna take the lid off now. You see it's got some scum on it. Now we're gonna take that off. We're just gonna skim it right off the top and get rid of it. Especially these big ones. And we'll do this a couple of times until it's done. The pork has been cooking for about 2 hours, and we're gonna get started on preparing the sauce. My mom has a chile guajillo, and it's a little bit spicier, and I have the chile ancho. What we're gonna do is remove the stems, and we're gonna remove some of the seeds. We don't have to worry about all the seeds because we're gonna strain it afterwards. If some extra seeds stay in it, it's just gonna make it a little more flavorful, maybe a little more spicy. But they don't have to all come out. See, these are embedded. I don't even bother removing those. Once we blend it, we're gonna strain the mixture. Okay.
And this guajillo is a little bit more spicy,
Yes.
but they give a good flavor in it. So
Because it's a little more spicy, I only use this.
yeah.
Today we're gonna use the guajillo because Mom says it's very, very good. We went shopping this morning. We went to the Mexican store. My mother didn't want to come in because she said every time she goes in there, she buys extra things.
I know.
She bought some fresh
That's why I want to
chicharrones.
stay in the car because I always buy something.
She bought some dulces de leche.
Dulces de leche and dulces de camote.
Yeah. And she has those put away because she wants to take those home.
Yeah, I don't share. I don't share that. That's for me. So there's 2 chilies over here.
You have 2? You want to help me do another one?
Okay.
You said to put
How
in-
many we have here? 2? Okay.
Yeah. So you said to put 4 of these in there?
Well, this is too little. So.
We have 5, so why don't we just put the whole thing?
Okay, that's a big butter.
No. We're going to add a little bit of water to that to make sure that all the chiles are covered. And then we're gonna cook it until it boils for like 5 minutes, right?
Yes.
After that, we're gonna put them in the blender and blend them really good and then strain them. But we won't add them to the pozole till the pork is cooked. I just want to take a look at it and see how this is going and get a feel for whether it's done or not. Oh, it's done. Look at that. See how easily it comes apart? It's all done. Now what we're going to do before we put the sauce in is we're going to take the meat out, remove the fat, put the meat back in, and remove the neck bones. My mother likes the neck bones. We're going to make another pot for her with the neck bones. Okay, now we're going to turn the peppers off because they've been boiling now for a little while. Make sure there's not too much excess fat in it and break it down into smaller pieces that will be perfect for serving.
Querido amigo, yo no sé lo que me ha dado.
The peppers have been cooked and we drained off the initial hot water. We added a little bit of cold water and now it's ready to go into our blender. So we just, I don't have the strength to hold it up anymore. Oh, para detener esto arriba. Te lo aguanto. Gracias. We're putting all the peppers in there, the chile guajillo, the chile ancho. My mom says it's the proper consistency and color. We're going to strain it right into the pot and it will flavor everything. It's going to be delicious. And we're just going to strain it right in. This is 29 ounces a can of white hominy or maíz blanco. We're going to strain the liquid and we're going to add it to our pozole. Yum, this is going to be a great meal. There we go. There, that's good. What do you think, Mom?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Okay. Perfect. Now we'll let that simmer about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it's done. Well, it's time to eat. This has been on the stove for about 15 minutes. You can see everything is nicely well blended.
And you can serve me some.
Sure, Mom. And the garnishes we have on the table here are lime wedges, and radishes, and lettuce. Or if you prefer, you could eat it with cabbage, and onion, and oregano.
¿Qué te ha dado esa mujer que te tiene tan...
Now I'm ready to eat.
Yum.
So I take a piece of tostada. Alicia, it looks pretty good. Pretty good. Come on, Alicia, ready to eat.
Yep, I'm gonna dig in. I had a great time cooking with you, Mom.
Gracias, mija. And you know, vayan con Dios. And this is Maria's kitchen.
Bye.
Hasta luego.